What's up, everybody? I am here again for the start of the jacket. This is the part that's probably going to hurt my feelings because, I don't know, this is just something that's going to be hard to do. So, try to hold it together. Yeah, let's just fucking cut this motherfucker up before I have second thoughts. So, see if I can get my camera angle right. There is the jacket I will be cutting, and this is what I will be replacing the back with. It's a camouflage mosquito net kind of deal that I literally bought 5 minutes ago from Roll King. It was $20 for that roll, which is like 15 inches by 20 feet or 12 feet or some shit like that, so it's fucking massive. And all we're doing here is cutting out the back of this suit and replacing it with that. So what you're going to want to do is find the edge of the stitching on each side. I like to leave about an inch away from the stitching to give the, whether you're sewing it or gluing it, to give you something to work with on there. And I will be gluing this with hot glue. I have a hot glue gun over there. And I'll show you my other kind of little trick for this once I am done. And with some of these, you got to be kind of careful when you don't cut other stuff, because this has this kind of extension deal in there, so you don't have it tight when you're going like that. And I just am making sure I'm not cutting this stuff inside of that sews all that together. So I go up quite a bit, about right there, a little below the shoulders. Then you go back down here. You can do this however you want, like depending on which side you want to go first, but I'm just going to do this. And there is the back of your suit. And there is not the back of your suit. So, now, fun part. As if that wasn't fun enough, I'm going to do this. I'm going to zoom in on here a little bit. That way you can kind of see what I'm doing. That. Take your net, unravel it, and look at this shit. There's so much of it. Jesus. Throw that over there. This right here. Now, in a perfect world, I would spray paint this, because see how shiny it all is? But I do not have the time or the desire to do that, or the paint right now, so I don't have the supplies for it. So I'm just going to kind of avoid that for now. So, we have this. How do I want to do this? Alright, I'm going to go grab my hot glue gun, which is just right over here. And it should be warmed up right now. By now, it's been plugged in for a good 10 minutes. So, you can see here, I have plenty of extra on there. That is for the beaver tail. That goes on all of my suits. God damn, that hurts. Hot glue on my finger. Ah! Ow! This is for the beaver tail. And I'm going to cut this more after, but I'm just making sure I have more than enough so that I don't have to add on later, because that is not a fun chore. I really don't want to have to do it, so. Let's get this done. Alright, so I have one corner glued in. Now I'm going to do it like this. I go underneath it and run a glue bead along here. And then just hold it down while it cools. No, there's Mike. There's old Mikey. Mikey Bolton. Alright. And then I'm going to go again. This is the time consuming part, especially when you're doing a hot glue job. It takes longer because you have to hold your material down while the glue cools. And it's kind of annoying. It's not really a huge deal in any means, but I mean, it's just more time you got to spend. If I had a sewing machine, I would sew all of this down and not worry about it at all. Which my mom used to have a sewing machine, so if I still lived in Minnesota, I would be sewing all this down. But, I fucking burned my finger again. I'm not even welding right now and I'm still burning my shit. God. I saddened myself. Alright, that's cooled off quite a bit, and that's not quite all the way cooled, but still good enough. I just need to work my finger off of there, and now my finger's glued. There it is. Alright, let go, glue, let go, there you go. Alright. Now, we're just going to finish this last part, bring it out. to here. Sorry, I'm kind of in front of the camera, I realize now. Just holding all that down to make sure it glues properly. Now something else you can use for this, which I might actually go back over some of this stuff with it, is shoe goo. It's like a shoe repair epoxy, and if I can find any at Walmart, I might go through just this netting right here, just this mesh, and use it simply for the reason that it's a lot stronger in general than hot glue, and it would make everything a little bit easier. Or not make everything easier, but it would just make this stuff stronger, because you don't want the stuff to rip, because your netting that holds your burlap is going to be attached directly to this. So now we're just going to go around this edge, and I think instead of boring the shit out of you guys for much longer, I'm going to end this scene, and I will get back once I'm putting on the last little bit of glue. So I think I'm going to do that, because this is going to be another 45 minutes. Oh, I like that guy. So I will see you, yeah, I'm going to come back whenever I'm just finishing up this. I'll be back in a snap. And I'm back. So I kind of forgot to turn the camera back on when I was finishing up the gluing, but it's done. The whole back is now mesh. I'm going to go through and I'm going to trim it all real quick, especially the beaver tail. So I'm just going to go through. And you want to make sure not to have any square edges on here, on stuff like this. Round them all off, because square edges get caught like a motherfucker on everything. It's not as big of a deal with this mesh, because it's going to be under all your netting and your burlap, but it's become just kind of a habit for me. Then I'm just going to trim this all the way down and make it a little long, or a little wide, I guess, so that I have a little work room for it whenever I get my netting put together, which I need to go find some netting currently because I don't have any. Now I'm going to make the hood. And I'm going to move this out of the way. Grab this over here. Shit, I just stepped all up on my hot glue gun. Hope I didn't break it. I kind of need that. But not really entirely sure how I want to make this hood. If I want to order in another like sniper veil kind of thing like that one has, or if I wanted to use this. So I'm going to do a test with this and just see how it is. This is the width. I am going to turn it this way. Now the way you do this is, let me take this back a little bit. You take whatever you're making your hood out of, you take it, you fold it over, you fold it over, you find the halfway point, which is roughly right here. Then you fold the top over like this. Take that, and I'm just going to run a knot through here in a couple places to get it to hold. And what I use to do this sewing is 30-pound braided fishing line. Now I know you can definitely do this with the unwaxed dental floss, like I said in one of my last videos. There's a dragonfly in here. But I don't have any of that, and I learned this stuff works very well. I just do my normal knot that I use when I'm fishing. And make sure your scissors are really dull when you cut braided fishing line, because I'm a fucking idiot. It sucks ass. So, take this again. And now you have kind of a line to do this. So I'm just going to do this real quick and run this through again. Right here on the corner. Now, I would suggest you, if you're doing like hand sewing for this, get an actual sewing needle, not what I'm doing with a fucking zip tie. This ghetto sewing. So it works a lot better. That's going to make it a little bit easier. This might make this a little bit easier. Maybe. Nope. Didn't help at all. Alright, I am not using this for my hood. I will have to order in a veil, which isn't a big deal. It's $10 on Amazon. So. But this is the finished product of the back. Some better light in here. I'll put this on and show you. Test fit. See how it feels. And that's what the back looks like now. See it? Right here. Completely mesh, good mobility, very comfortable. It's a lot lighter now. And God, it feels good to be wearing multicam. So that is it for this video, or this installment of part 1. Sometime this week I am making an hour trip away to look for fabric dye at the local Walmart in Belleville, where I went to school. So see how that goes. But at that point I'm going to stop by the only one of my banks that's around, which is in Lebanon, Illinois, which is right down the road from Belleville. So I'm gonna stop there, see if I have any money in my account. If not, put some more money in there, then get some stuff ordered up for this ghillie suit, which should mean I have everything I need to finish it and be done with parts 1, 2, 3, and however many more I want to do. Yes, so that's it for this installment of how to make, or that's it for this part of part 1. I'm gonna cut most of this out right here, so I don't even know why I'm fucking saying it. I will be back probably tomorrow afternoon, or no, probably like Saturday, whenever shit gets in here. And I will see you guys then. Peace out, motherfuckers.